Hello guys, so Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 772, Terrorism. The Sneetchies and Other Stories by Dr. Seuss. So let's read out show it, so we got for us. Anyway, here we go. See here as this page was the Sneetchies. Here we go. The Sneetchies and Other Stories, written and illustrated by Dr. Seuss, published by Random House, New York. Copyright 1961, copyright renewed 1989 by Dr. Seuss Enterprise LP, trademark and copyright. Anyway, all right, reserved. See here is the Sneetchies trying to do something. Here we go. The Sneetchies, what the first story we're gonna read. Now the Starbelly Sneetchies had blue bellies and there were stars, called birds. Anyway, the plain belly Sneetchies had none upon stars. Those stars weren't so big. They were I don't know why I haven't got it. Camera to move on. Anyway, move on. Next, their stars weren't so big. They were very so small. You might think such a thing wouldn't matter at all. Kind of makes sense anyway. So there you go. Got it anyway. Next page. Anyways, move on. But because they have stars on, there we go. The Starbelly Sneetchies, were bright. Were the best kinds of Sneetch of the pages. Okay, makes sense anyway. Where there were notes in the air, they would sniff and they snort. I'm joking anyway. Will have nothing to do with their plain belly snore. Sure, okay, makes sense anyway. Okay, move on. Next, whenever they meet some, I don't know why, I don't have toenail on my desk. Anyway, move on. Next, whenever they meet some, when they're out walking, they hike right on past them without even talking. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, when the Starbelly children went off to play ball, can a plain belly get in the game? So what happens? Not at all. You kidding me? Okay. You only could play if your bellies have stars. Twinkle twinkle little star, how what you are. Next. Anyways, and the plain belly children have none upon stars. Kidding me right now? Kidding me? Next page. Anyways, when the Starbelly Sneetchies had white-furred roses, okay, or picnics or parties or marshmallow roses on the pond. Anyway, they never invited the plain belly Sneetchies. They're sad. Sad, I know. They left them out cold. That was sick, I know. In the dark of the beaches. They kept them away, never let them come near. And that's how they treated them year after year. Now, this one without stars is very lonely. The forest is just plain. It just needs some time to be with the stars in the bellies. Get some time, you know. Next page. Anyways, then one day it seems like the plain belly Sneetchies, okay, were moping and doping alone on the beaches, okay, just sitting there wishing their bellies have stars, straight zipping and the straight of cars, okay. My friends, he announced in a voice clear and keen, when they stare McMucky maybe. I heard you have your troubles. I heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm gonna fix it up, chappy. Okay. I come here to help you, and I have what you need, and my prices are low, and I work at a great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed. Well, that was nicely fars. You gotta have to make more sense with Sneetchies anyway. Next page. Anyways, hear mom in the background. Next page. Anyways, they quickly started Monkey McBean put together a Mary's paper machine, and he said, "You want You want stars like a star belly Sneetch? Yeah, they need to. My friends, you can have them in the $3 each. That was nice. Then just pay me your money and I'll buy a board. And so they climb inside, then the big machine roar, and it clunk, and it bob, and it jerk, and it bird, and it bob and about. And the thing really work, the plain belly Sneetchies pop out, and they have stars. They actually did, so they have stars upon bars. And that was very nice of them. So, thank you, that Mr. Stranger said, "Thanks, Stranger," for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. So, instead of a, what had the sideglass, from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, it was just some guy who would be nice to the stars about bars. It's not lonely anymore. So there you go. Next page. Anyways, come on, move. Anyway, there we go. It's gonna let me. There we go. Next. Then they yell, the ones that who have stars in the start, we're actually like you. You can't tell us apart. And we're just the same now. You're snooty old smarties. And we can't go to your throat faster parties. That was nice. Good grief, the ones who have stars in it first. We're still the best Sneetchies, and they were the worst. No they're not. But now how in the world we will know, they all frown. Well, we gotta do something. Hello? What are you gonna do now? It's kind of what or the other way around. You can be nice about the stars, it could be fars and Sneetchies. They're all Sneetchies. They're all the same, you know. Next page. Anyways, but it up became a bee with a very side week. He said, things are not quite as bad as you think, so you don't know who's who. And it's probably true, but come with me, friends. Okay, that's good. You know what do I do? I'll make you again the best Sneetchies in the pretty beaches. Huh? What? Come on, man! It's always cost you as a $10 each. You don't think, Mr. Bean, that is wrong, and that is a wrong choice, man. You are friends with these two people. You're Sneetchies, and you gotta be friends with Sneetchies. Hello? Now, the next page is getting worse, okay? Belly stars are no longer in style, said Mr. Bean. Okay, this is difficult, okay? What you need is try through my star-off machine. The one that's dropping will take off your stars. Okay, this is ridiculous. So you won't like the Sneetchies will have it on stars. And a highly manned machine, something like that, working very precisely with all the stars and the tummies quite nicely. This isn't funny, you know? Be friends with them, you know? That's all I'm saying. Now, the next page is getting worse, okay? Then when the snow's in the air, they party all about, and they open their beaks, and they let it out in the snout. There's who, there's about, there's an adopt. So the kind of Sneetchies are Sneetchies without. What? Really? Anyways, now of course there were stars that are flying mad. The wearing the stars with the flying bad. There of course are all series of old stars may be if I have an old star machine. This is ridiculous. Yeah, thank you! Anyways, then of course they were on, and they probably guessed, things are getting into the horrible mess. And this is getting sadder and sadder and sadder every day. Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do this anytime you get in the mess every time? Why? Next page is getting horrible. Anyway, then the rest of that day, on the wild, screeching beaches, the fish up chubby, keep fixing up Sneetchies, off and on again, and that again and all again. Through the machine, they race for the hour and about again, change the stars every minute or two. They can't pay money and keep running through till nearer the play, where the Snartbellies knew which one was that one, or the one that is one, or which is one is was that one, or is one is who. Okay, that would be a good choice. So you're gonna be rich, Mr. Bean. Thank you. So hop on board, Sneetchies. Next page. Anyways, if this is gonna be very, very upset, you know, then when every last cent of their money was spent, he picks it up and pack up, and he went, and he laughed as he drove, and he's caught up in the beach. They never will learn. No, you teach you a Sneetch. They need to apologize, you know? How much you get that anyway? So, it's just too much. I'm sorry, but you're rich, Mr. B. Yeah, they're absolutely lonely. You can be friends. Oh, thank God. That's in the next page. Anyways, Mr. Bean, we're quite raw. We're quite happy to say that the Sneetchies got really quite smart on that day. Thank you. That day they decided that Sneetchies are Sneetchies. There's no kind of Sneetch. It's the best in the beaches. And that is a smart thing to do. Anyways, that day all the Sneetchies forgot about the stars, whether they have one or not, upon the bars, and that's a friendliest thing to do. That's not angry and all, but it could be on that to make more sense in any way. Now, next story is the Zacks. And here we go. One day making tracks in the prairie of Zacks. Came on the north going Zacks and the south going Zacks. That makes more sense in any way, since it's a trapezoid about it anyway. Next page. Anyways, it happened. Both of them came at a place when they bumped. They stood foot to foot, face to face. It's angrier, you know. Look here now. The north going Zack said, "I say you're blocking my path. You're right in my way. I'm the north going Zack, and I say, oh, let's go north and get out of my way now. Let me go forth." That was the hardest thing to do. Come on now. You can do better than that. Next page, always. Now, when I was, who's my way? Who's his way? Never mind. Snap the snap going Zack. I'll just go south, making the south going tracks. So you're my way. I ask you to move. Or let me go south in my south going groove. It's getting firmer anyway. What? Then the north going Zack's puffing his chest up and with a pride. I never, he said. Take a step one side and I prove to you. Here we go. Smooth away. That I won't change my ways and I have to keep staying here 59 days. Do you have to? Anyways, next page. Anyways, and I prove it to you. Oh man. Yo, the south going Zacks. Then I have to stand here in the prairie of blacks for 59 years. That's a long time, isn't it? So live by a rule. Then I learned as a boy back in the south going to school. Never budge, that's my rule. Never budge in the police, not an inch in the west, no inch in the east. I stay here, never budgie, and I can, I will. It makes you and me and the whole world should stand still. What have I thought? Terrible, I know. Next page. Anyways, well, of course, the world didn't stand still. The world grew in a couple years. The new highway came through, and they built it right over the two stubborn Zacks, and left them there, standing up, budge in their tracks. Cars in the north make more sense, but south is different. North and south are different ways, you know? And the next story, the last story we're here, actually, so many stories we're gonna read. Okay, it has to do with too many Daves. Huh. Anyways, did I ever tell you that Mrs. McCabe have 23 sons? Really? I don't know. She named them all Dave. Huh. I did not know that, but okay, that makes more sense anyway. Next page. Anyways, well, she did. Well, this is exciting, and that wasn't a smart thing to do. You see, when she wants one calls out, "Yoo-hoo, come in the house, Dave," she doesn't give one all 23 Daves, or comes in the run. 23 Daves, huh? That's too many to count, huh? Doesn't it? Next page. Anyways, this makes things quite different than McCabe's when that. As you can imagine, with so many Daves out there, and often she wished that when they were born, she named all one of them Bucket, Ben, Hard, one of them Hoofers, one of them is Ships with that. Okay, wow. One of them is Hot Shot, one of them is Sonny Jim, Robin the Jim that was next, and one of them is Shadrick, one of them is Blinky. Blinky? What kind of name is Blinky? Come on in Barkley from Sesame Street. Next, anyway. One is Stuffy, Stumpy to Sesame Street. Next, Snuffy and Snuffleupagus. Next, I went more. One was Stinky. Oh! There's, another one, Pup. Oh, yeah. Early days of the Pup Putt, the pink, purple car from, Hamburger's Entertainment Games. One where you check it out. Coming soon with Maid Shop, be look out for it. But anyway, another one, Moonface. Anyways, okay. Another one, Marvin Ogabo Moonface. That's a strange name and long title for the name. Anyways, another one, okay, Ziggy Marley. Okay, but, okay, another one, Ziggy. Another one, Shaggy Moth. Okay. One Buffalo, Bill. And one Buffalo Buff. Okay. Another one, Sneepy. Another one, Sneepy? More like Sleepy. Joking, anyway. And one, Lady Tweed. You realize it's kind of harsh way to do, isn't it? Okay. So many, smoke weed every day. Joking. Next. Anyways. And one Paris Garters. Really? You gonna name him that? Okay. And one Harris Tweed. I don't know. Tweed from Looney Tunes? I don't know. And one Sir Michael Carmichael Zutt. You call that name that? Okay. And one of them Oliver Buffer Butt. Butt? Okay, that's a silly name. Anyway. One of them Xavier Butt McFate. Really? That's funny. But she didn't know it but now it's too late. Okay? That's a lot of people that call out names with so many people have to call it Dave. Do you want to call it Dave the Barbarian and have 23 different Dave the Barbarians? That's too many, you know? So that's how you naming that. Like, Why are these people, Dave? Anyways, the next story is, what was I scared of? This is what Ichabod, it kind of reminded me of, that was the ABC, but a little different. Anyway, well, I was walking at night, and I saw nothing scary. But what I've never been afraid of anything, but not very. Okay? Can't make the difference anyway. Next page. Anyways, fell asleep within the woods. When I suddenly I spotted them, and I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. Wow. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped when I could. Those pants be there for. What could be a pair of pants at night be standing there for? I don't know. You're telling me. So what happens? Next page. Anyways, it's been a long book. Anyway, and then they move with those empty pants. Oh wow, this would be scary. Can you have an animal or something like monster, like a, I don't know what you call it, a gorilla or a King Kong or what? I don't know. Like it's a scary girl. I don't know. You telling me? Or something like, I can't remember the character's name, but anyway, move on. They kind of start jumping, and then my heart, my step, I kind of started saying thumping, Miss Mulcahy. So I got up fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that, I did not care for. No, sir. That is a huge, scary, like a horror movie. It's like that, you know? Anyways, we'll move on to the next page. Anyways, oh my god, here we go. After that, a week went by. That one dark night, a great inch. Huh? Okay, I have to do another errand. Do an errand there and fetch some green inch spinach. Okay? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Green inch? Really? Anyways, when I fetch a spinach, started backing it through town. Okay? When the parents raced round the corner, they almost knocked me down. Oh, okay, why bother? Anyways, I lost my green inch. Okay. Spanish, can you just call it Grinch? Like the Grinch stories, like Who Ash, something like that, for crying out loud? But anyway, but I didn't even care. But I ran from home, believe me, I wouldn't have the scare. Now bicycles were made, pale green pants to ride in them. Especially spooky pale green pants with nobody right inside them. That makes more difference anyway, so there you go. It can happen anyway, so it's scary movies, duh. Okay, we'll move on to the next page. Come on, really? Move on, anyway. It was next, and that next night, I was finishing up the double trap on River River. When the nosepans came rolling toward me, I was starting to shiver. It's freezing and all. And by now, I was so frightened that did I tell you? But I hate to. I screamed and rolled away and lost my hook and lying back as well. Scary, I know, but anyway. Freaking fighting, you know. Are we almost done? Okay, next page. Anyways, okay. I ran and found a bridgeal bush. Okay. I had myself away. I got briggers and briggles in my britches. Okay, misspoke out. But I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night. The next night as well. I stayed there still, but no doubt. But I have to do errand. So the next night I went out. You need to be frightened by. You need to take care of me, you know, and just stay home, you know. Gotta make more difference in that way. Just okay. Next page. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. I had to do an errand. Had to pick up peg of space like that. A dark gloomy spy field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said I do not fear those pads with nobody inside them. I said those words. I said them. but I lied to them. Okay. Did not know what to do next. We're almost done with this book, so believe me, this is almost done, and we're just gonna do it anyway. And this might be the last story, don't you think? Anyways, next page. Anyways, they reached inside a Sneetchies bush. The next page, I knew, I feel my hand touch someone. Then I bet that you know who. Gotta think of someone. Like, pale green pants. Hello. Next page. Anyways, and there I was, caught in the spot size one day. And the girl place, that spooky empty pants, and I was standing face to face. Oh my god, here we go. I yelled for help, I screamed, I shrieked, I howled, I yelled, I cried. I was sleeping from those pale green pants with nobody inside. Save me! You know how we have that butt woman. Hold on. Joking. Anyway, next page. Anyways, oh man, I can't resist. Anyway, here we go. But then a strange thing happened. Why does green pants begin to cry? Ooh, very creepy. I know. Don't eat me. Anyways, these pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, but I began to see that is just strange to them, as they're strange to me. So, I wonder what he's crying about. The pants crying about. I thought it was a monster, but he's not. Like, he's dead. But oh well, he's crying. Why? You know, like, why bother? You know. Anyways, we're gonna put the pants on. You know. Anyways, next page. Anyways, I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down. Poor empty pants with nobody inside them. Okay. That was the last page, or is it not? It might be 2 more pages left there. And that makes more sense anyway. So you gotta do something more realistic about these pants. So there you go. It happened anyway. Okay, last page of the book says this. Last 2 pages of the book says this. Anyway. And now, we might quite often, and these empty pants on, we never met shake and tremble. We both smile, and we say hi, hi, hi. Well, there's your answer, and it's not creepy at all, so it's just not gonna be a scary thing. Should probably have some pants on, you know, like put them on and just it's like have a clothing on, so just give them a hug, you know. So there you go. And that was it. So that was a long bedtime story, nearly 40 minutes. So that was the Sneetchies and other stories by Dr. Seuss. What if I read this book? It was amazing. So Boy's book was a success. If that was Bedtime Stories, episode number 732. Hope you enjoyed. So it's going to be another Bedtime Stories, episode number 733, which is about The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Now, excuse me, I got to edit those projects. And after this, we're going to do a board joke from 61 to be about Balto. And after this, post on social media, I gotta get ready for bed. Because after this is over, it's going to be snowing tonight. Well, throughout this tomorrow afternoon, and I get things prepared to watch the OTP special bet on Snow Day Celebration. And I gotta make a Blue Jays Destroy 95's Snow Day Celebration. We come out tomorrow here on my main channel. Be looking up for it. And that's that. Till next time, this is Joseph, my baby. Women, Susan out. See ya.